What's going on, everyone? It's Jeremy with JMed's Brick Clicks. Today I've got a video. We're going to go over several builds that I've done. Some you've seen, some I know you haven't seen. A few things that I'm working on, maybe a deal or two that I got, and some future projects that are in the works. So if you saw the video for this, I know it did fairly well. My custom Massey Ferguson tractor. If you haven't seen the video, check it out. Got the instructions. They're free online on reBrickable.com. I think there's a link in the description below to my reBrickable page, and then just search like My Mocks or something like that. And yeah, to give you the parts list on there and everything. So there's one. Next up, another little red tractor. Different little design here. A lot smaller design. But it uses the piece that you use like to pull horse and buggies to put the horses on in the front, kind of as the main base. Interesting little idea. Some random pieces here and there. So yeah, kind of like a vintage design, one of those old style, just weird, put something together and call it a tractor and let it tow something. So there you go. Oh yeah, we even got a little hand, a little red arm, just to work as some of the engine. So there's that one. Alright, I got a little dozer for you next. I got these instructions off reBrickable. They were free. This one was actually kind of neat. I might actually change this and make this into yellow. See what all... I don't know if those pieces, those round fronts, come in yellow. If not, we'll figure something out. But, yeah, it's a nice little tractor. Might end up putting this on the back of a certain truck and hauling it through the city. We'll have to see. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. Just little, cool little like personal dozer, kind you'd see on a little farm or something, that back when these things were affordable. About the price of an old car or something like that. Now they're so hard to find, or they're just so impossibly hard to get parts for. A real one, at least. So yeah, there's that. Okay, got a few more custom builds, but I'm going to move on to a little thing that I found. I did a YouTube short on these. And yeah, these are a couple years old. You know where I found them? If you live in the US, Dollar General. Usually, I know for the last couple years, and these are like 3 years old now. And here's 3 of them. These are the 3 that are more of what's here. I think those are the most valuable ones. Now, I already have this complete set. I also have about a dozen of the Nutcracker guys, because when I've done my Christmas parade setup in my Lego city, I used the main street here. I put a bunch of floats and fire trucks, all different kinds of snow related things. I think I have my Boy Scouts carrying flags in the front of the parade. So I just do a Christmas parade and then decorate all the buildings. So those Nutcrackers, I think I got, it's close to a dozen. I put them all together and just have them march, carrying stuff. May have even done a band with them one time. So there's that option. As for the other ones, yeah, you're never going to lose money on one of the dragons with as much molding that this thing has. And then the knights, yeah, they hold their value. Well, the deal was they were $5 a piece when these came out. Well, there were 13 of these bags, and yeah, these are still sealed. I felt them all, so I know what's in each one. And I know there's a couple reindeer, a couple snowmen, at least one of the robot, at least one popcorn guy, I think 2 wolves, and at least 1, maybe 2 of the turkey guy. Like I said, the most valuable ones that I know I can use, because I can put those in one of my castles. Same thing with the dragon, and he'll go in the Christmas set. The rest, I think I'm just going to hold. I got them for $2 a piece. So, what, 60% off? If I bought all 13, yeah, series 23. Did that come out in 23 or 22? I don't want to read the fine print. Somebody will tell me, or I can just look it up and see any of these guys when I add all these to my Brickset inventory. But yeah, I mean, He's probably worth 6 or 7. Those are probably 10 a piece. So I've already, and same with the dragon, I've already got my money back without even opening the rest of them. So yeah, good little score. All I did was ask at the dollar store. Ask the manager, hey, these things have been here for like 2, 3+ years. You want to make a deal on them? I'll buy them all if you want to sell them. And we talked a little bit. We went back and forth. He threw out a number, I threw out a number, and then we came in $2 a piece. So yeah, $26 for 13 minifigs. And there's probably $35 or so just right there in value. So got a little score. All right, moving on. Let's keep this train moving. Another little video I did was my custom square baler. I hooked it up to the Massey Ferguson. Put the bales in the back. We got our intake here. And when you line it up like that, yeah, it looks pretty good. It looks really similar. The tractor looks really similar to one my neighbor has. And I know growing up, the guy that lived right next to my grandparents had that old faded dark red baler that looked just like this. I know when I was little, just old enough to stand on the back of the wagon and try to move hay bales. I couldn't pick them up and throw them on the trailer, but I could pick them up and maneuver them to stack them so they could get more on the trailer. So yeah, just my little custom hay baler. I don't have instructions for this yet. Probably will at some point in the future. It's on the list. But yeah, great addition to my farm for sure. Okay, what else? I do have a tractor that nobody has seen yet, so stay tuned. What is this? This is a little reBrickable model, and yeah, it's a nuclear plant. So you got your cooling towers, your actual reactor buildings with your 2 different reactors. You got something kind of representing the power line that's coming in, and then just some other random buildings, and just some greenery to add some color. The cool thing is, the way the cooling towers in real life are actually made, they're made like this with all straight lines, like the rebarb, or whatever material they're using, it's all straight lines, just angled, and that's how you get that parabolic curve all the way around, no matter which angle you look. And yeah, they make them like that because it's way stronger than, say, a solid cylinder like a soda can. Where's the weakest point in the soda can? It's in the middle. You crush it, that's why it's weak right there. But when you already have it semi-crushed, it's a lot stronger at that point, because now you've got way more tension or support around the weakest point, which would be in the middle. And that's where all those steel, I want to say rebarb because I don't know what else it would be, they're all just crossing each other. Basically at the weakest point, they're all crossing, going up in angles. So yeah, it's a really cool model that is like pretty much spot on, just using really simple pieces to get that shape. Okay, now here's the cool stuff. One thing I'm getting into, you may have seen the video, got this little thing from, where did I get them from? Bevan's Bricks. So Daryl, who runs Bevan's Bricks, has a YouTube page. He doesn't really do as much anymore, but he did a lot before. But he also does lighting. He's got a website and he sells the lighting things. Do you not know? Pretty much the same as me. I didn't know what I needed to buy, so I emailed him. I want to make a campground because I want to have a little fire, and then I want to surround it with some scouts. So got some scouts. I think I've probably got another 2 dozen. Oh yeah, there's some more of them. It's a little sleeping bag in progress. But yeah, I wanted to have scouts to make a campground. Well, I wanted to have a fire. And I can also, if I want to do this with any fireplace, same exact idea. So you get these little lights. This little square here is a flicker module that makes the lights flicker. And then just a battery box. This thing uses 3 AAA batteries. I think I'm going to change and buy a USB connector, because one of the problems now, I've got all these battery banks, but they're all USB. They're not USB-C. And even though you can buy the little adapter, USB to USB-C, that plugs in to your old battery banks, the charging just sucks. It's way slower than what we're used to, but that's the perfect thing now, because now I'd have a use for it doing this. So this setup, it's like 20 bucks, 22 or 23, I'm not sure, after shipping. The biggest thing, I mean, you're paying like $7 or $8 for shipping, but probably $13 in pieces. Now, I don't know if you can buy some of this at, I don't know, Hobby Lobby or Michael's, any of the things, places where you could get model train stuff, because they do lighting kits. You can get lighting stuff there for those things. But yeah, might get into lighting, because there's way more stuff out there. Lighting like Christmas lights, or lights for vehicles, police lights, fire truck lights, street lights. So we might be seeing a little bit more lighting once. I'm trying to dabble in this. Okay, what else did I get? Oh, so I went to Brick Convention. I showed some videos. Got a couple custom printed tiles. I think I paid $2 a piece for these. Got a pretty good US one. That one, no, that one's official. Here we go. Now, they couldn't do actual ones, so we've got some generic. So we have Toy Saga. Well, they do own Batman, so Batman could be done. And we have Jurassic Brick Park. What else did we get? I thought we had one more. Okay, we have X-Men X2. So that we got. Oh, we'll probably put that like wall art or something in a future build. And these were official. Just reminded me of Alcatraz in a way, with the bridge in the background. So that's why we got those. All right, next thing. I'm going to save the tractor for probably last, but I'm working on, that's your early back design. This is a Lego Championship belt that I can wear. It fits me. And STL, I'm making this for next year for the Brick Convention. Price is way up there. It's more than the price of a modular building, we'll say that. I'll show you the next part, the front of that, later in another video. But yeah, using our pearl, or our jewels, STL, you can change this ATL, NY, LA, put your initials on it. So I can put a JM on there, or maybe the state, MO. Letters or numbers, so our year, easy enough to change out, so like the side plates. And we've got those, just like the belt clips. So that's pretty cool. I'm really happy with the way this is turning out. It's been a big, big project. And the next thing I'm going to do a video on it by itself. That's a sword. And that is the same sword. That is 4 feet tall, over 48 inches. That's a base plate, so that base plate's roughly 10 inches for reference. And we're just under the, basically at the hilt, not even the start of the blade. And yeah, this thing's huge. I'm really happy with the way that turned out. We're going to make this, and then we're going to change this to try to make a Sword of Omens from the Thundercats. That's the goal, end goal for this sword. Oh, I made this, I got this off reBrickable a couple years ago, but yeah, the Thundercat logo, yeah, I'm giving it something else to pair with eventually. Alright, last but not least, I think this is the final design, but we have, what kind of tractor is that? Does anybody know what that color scheme is? So we've got our lift arms in the back. Got this orange wheels, orange tractor. Really happy with the way it looks. I kind of wish the front wheels were a little thinner, but that's orange small wheels. There's not many. And then these rear ones are just a lighter color orange, and they were only in one set. And it was like some little RC set, and there was only two. So there are not many of these lighter orange wheels in this size that are out there on Bricklink. They're only like $1 a piece. There's just not many people that sell more than one. Nobody's selling more than two. So what kind of tractor is this? If you know, that's awesome. If you don't know, and you haven't guessed yet, this is a Lamborghini tractor. I got a picture here. I've got a couple pictures. I'll show you the reference design that I found on Google that I used to build this thing. So that's the newest tractor, custom tractor addition to my collection. I actually have a friend who wants to buy one of these because he likes Lamborghini stuff. So I told him, well, I can make one. I made a white Lamborghini tractor earlier. What's it been, 2 years ago? Okay, here it is. We even got a couple of the stickers. Put the sticker on there. So apparently the bigger, newer, modern ones are that color scheme. But the old vintage Lamborghini stuff is orange and I think that's dark azure. So yeah, it's not like a regular blue, not a royal blue. It's different, and it looks really good. I'm really happy with it. So what do you guys think about this? I'll do a separate video just on this because I know most people are not watching it to the end. So yeah, for that reason, I'll get another video on this and yeah, hopefully get some more interest on it. But you get to see this, and then that whole Lego belt. It's a work in progress. I'm not going to reveal the front because this all has to change to black still, which is what that all is. Alright guys, I think that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you liked it. Maybe you learned something. Like and subscribe. Check out any of my other farming videos, any of the other custom build videos. Maybe there's something there. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next one, and thanks for watching.